Temperatures plunged to -12.5 degrees in parts of the UK as snow covers much of the north of England and Scotland. The new warning from the Met Office: watch out for ice after chaos on the roads in Cumbria overnight. Snow, ice and plummeting temperatures are causing problems across large parts of the UK. Heavy snow overnight in Cumbria provoked havoc on the roads, leaving hundreds of drivers trapped in their cars and more than 2,500 people without electricity. Police declared a major incident. They're still advising people to avoid the county. Yellow weather warnings from the Met Office covering large areas of England, Scotland and Wales are about to come into force until midday tomorrow. Northern parts of the UK are being told to brace for snow and ice, including the already struggling Lake District. Eunice Muller is there for us. Eunice.
Katia, homes without power, stranded motorists without food or water, and visitors to the Lake District with little prospect of getting home. That's been the story here in Ambleside and across the South Lakes over the past 24 hours or so. It's fair to say the cold weather was forecast, but very few expected the intensity of snow and the widespread disruption. Severe weather left a blanket of snow. In some areas as much as 30 centimetres fell. Motorists were caught out and stranded. This is Ambleside. Kerry abandoned her trip home to Kendal and slept at work.
I stayed at my work because I've got like a flat upstairs, so a few of us just stayed there for the night, which was also really helpful because a lot of us couldn't get home.
The snow was just unprecedented. We didn't expect this amount of snow, so it's just been chaos.
Anthony Harrison has lived here for 35 years and opened up his house to give a friend a bed for the night.
A friend who rang me at lunchtime yesterday said he couldn't get home and said, can I come round to your house for lunch? So he came at 12 o'clock yesterday and he left at 10 o'clock this morning. He stayed with us last night. There were lots of people stuck and people putting people up and just doing what we can to help.
Few have witnessed these scenes in recent years. This was the M6. Motorists were stuck for hours. Drivers were told to leave their cars and go to an emergency refuge.
It's difficult for everyone to get out. I eventually got as far as Elterwater, but I left the car at Elterwater. Then me and the dog, we ran into Ambleside.
At the parish centre in Ambleside, there were more than 100 people, including children.
Lots of bedding, lots of the local people brought in food, clothes, shops provided food and clothing as well. So, the people are just so grateful to have somewhere out of the weather, not be sleeping in their cars.
This was Ant Brett's view on the A595 on his way to a family wedding. He was stuck for 19 hours without food or water, or, he says, help from the emergency services. Cumbria police declared this a major incident. At one stage, around 7,000 homes and businesses were without power. A Met Office yellow weather warning for ice across much of northern England, Midlands and North Wales is in place until midnight on Monday. Separately, an amber health alert for cold weather is also in place. Here, Cumbria police have advised motorists not to travel within the county unless necessary. In Staveley, some were making the most of the snow by enjoying a bit of skiing. But for many, the cold weather has left its impact and will be felt for a number of days. I've been here all day and I can tell you that the temperatures haven't changed much. It remains bitterly cold. Most of the major routes are now passable with care, but side roads are of course a different issue altogether. That snow is turning to ice and the advice seems to be that if you are out and about, take care. If you don't need to drive, stay at home.